Let's discuss all critical steps for sourcing process. 1. Identify the need. The first step of the sourcing process is to identify the need for a particular product or service. This involves determining the specifications of the product or service required, the quantity needed, and the time frame for delivery. Depending on the organization and the product or service required, various stakeholders may be involved in this step, such as project managers, engineers, or procurement professionals. 2. Conduct market research. Conducting market research is crucial to identify potential suppliers and their offerings. This involves gathering information on the market, the available suppliers, and the products or services they offer. This step helps the organization to compare suppliers based on factors such as price, quality, delivery time, and sustainability. The procurement team, or the sourcing professionals, are typically involved in this step. 3. Develop a sourcing strategy. Developing a clear sourcing strategy is essential to navigate the procurement process successfully. This involves outlining the approach to take for the procurement process, including the selection criteria, the timeline, and the budget. The sourcing strategy should be in line with the organization's goals and objectives. Procurement professionals and senior management are typically involved in this step. 4. Issue a request for information, that is, RFI. An RFI is a document that is sent to potential suppliers, inviting them to provide information about their products, services, and capabilities. The purpose of an RFI is to gather information and assess the feasibility of a particular procurement process. Procurement professionals are typically involved in this step. 5. Issue a request for proposal, that is, RFP. An RFP is a more formal document than an RFI. It outlines the specific requirements of the product or service that the organization is seeking, and requests a detailed proposal from potential suppliers. The RFP typically includes information such as the scope of work, the evaluation criteria, and the terms and conditions of the contract. Procurement professionals are typically involved in this step. 6. Evaluate proposals. Once the RFP responses are received, they must be evaluated based on specific criteria such as price, quality, delivery time, and sustainability. The procurement team typically evaluates the proposals and selects the best supplier based on the evaluation criteria. 7. Negotiate contracts. After selecting the best supplier, it is necessary to negotiate the contract terms to ensure that the organization's interests are protected. This involves discussing the terms and conditions of the contract, such as the price, payment terms, delivery time, and service level agreements. Procurement professionals and legal professionals are typically involved in this step. 8. Implement supplier performance monitoring. Once the contract is signed, it is essential to monitor supplier performance to ensure that the supplier is meeting the agreed-upon terms of the contract. This involves tracking the supplier's performance against the service level agreements and the key performance indicators. Procurement professionals and project managers are typically involved in this step. 9. Resolve supplier issues. Issues with the supplier may arise, such as a delay in delivery or a quality problem. It is important to address these issues promptly to minimize the impact on the organization. This involves working with the supplier to identify the root cause of the issue and implementing corrective actions to prevent it from happening again. Procurement professionals and project managers are typically involved in this step. Renew contracts. Once the contract term is complete, the organization may choose to renew the contract or consider other suppliers for the next contract cycle. This involves evaluating the supplier's performance and determining whether to continue the relationship or seek a new supplier. Procurement professionals and senior management are typically involved in this step. Sourcing is a critical process for organizations as it enables them to procure the products and services needed to run their business. Effective sourcing can help organizations to reduce costs, improve quality, and manage risks. The key persona involved in the sourcing process include procurement professionals, project managers, engineers, legal professionals, and senior management. By following these critical steps for sourcing, the organization can ensure that the procurement process is effective and efficient, resulting in the best possible outcome for the organization. We really thank you for your time spent on this session. Feel free to meet our partners by sending an inquiry email to contact us at t24global.com. Most of our partners have 15 to 20 years industry experience. So, please get in touch for any quick, managed business process and IT consulting needs.